Ferrari World Abu Dhabi is the premier thrill park in the United Arab Emirates. Themed around the famous car company, this is an ornate indoor theme park. But if you feel the need for speed, do not worry. This park has a few different roller coasters that head outside. This includes a hypercoaster in Flying Aces, and the former world's fastest roller coaster in Formula Rossa. In this video, I will rank the park's top 10 rides and attractions. Starting off the list at number 10 is Driving with the Champion. This is a motion simulator. You race along a track and the visuals are solid enough to convey the sense of speed. Add in well synchronized motion, and this is shockingly better than the park's embarrassingly bad flying theater. Number 9. Scuderia Challenge. This is a racing simulator. It feels like Gran Turismo on steroids. It is a very realistic simulator between the visuals and car dynamics. If you push it too hard, you will roll over and wipe out. I certainly did this a few times. Then the cockpit is on a dynamic motion base that moves way more than anything at an arcade. I do wish you got to race other cars instead of it just being a time trial, but it's still a neat experience. Number 8. Made in Maranello. This dark ride feels like one big commercial for Ferrari. It is an educational ride showcasing how a Ferrari is built start to finish. It's like this park's version of the Hershey Park Chocolate Tour Dark Ride. This attraction is a solid mix of screens and physical sets. I know some find this dry, but as an engineer, I appreciated seeing all the detail. If you're a big car fan, you'll probably place this a few spots higher. Number 7. Speed and Magic. This dark ride is a glorious acid trip. I swear I am not making this plot up. A kid loses a video game to this creepy character that is best described as a helium-voiced Maz from Star Wars. So to cheer him up, the father inexplicably gives his young kid the keys to a Ferrari. That video game character then escapes from the screen, steals the keys, and lures the kid to a magical portal, challenging him to a race for the car. The zaniness of this brings a smile to my face. Then the ride uses the same system as Islands of Adventure's Spider-Man. The movement is well synchronized to the screens, and the visuals perfectly convey a chaotic joyride. The 3D do not add anything though, and the physical sets in between the scenes are just okay. Number 6. Turbo Track. This is an Intamin shuttle coaster that replaced the park's former short-lived and clunky drop tower. It basically is one half of Pantheon or Tutadis' swing launch sequence. You have two sections of LSMs, one before and one after the bunny hill. These have decent kicks to them. Then that bunny hill offers fun floater airtime, and the twisted hypersized spike offers plentiful weightlessness as you shoot out at the top of the building. You can either sit forwards or backwards. I strongly recommend the latter. This makes the airtime hill better, and the view looking down at the roof on the spike is cool. This ride is very short, but it is a satisfying rush. Number 5. Fiorano GT Challenge. This is a set of racing coasters from Mauer. The layouts are quite unique in these family coasters. You have 4 different LSM launches. Each has solid punch to them. These are then followed by a series of turns that are essentially unbanked. This is to simulate racing, and this results in shockingly great laterals on every turn. It showcases why most coasters instead bank turns, but I like how raw this ride feels. You also have some fun crossovers and side-by-side moments with the other track. The pacing is a bit weird because each segment ends with a break, but it allows each launch to accelerate you more, allowing them to hit harder, so ultimately it works. Number 4. Benno's Great Race. This is the park's best dark ride, as long as you ride it multiple times. It is a trackless, interactive dark ride. Whereas most rides like this are pure shooters, this one feels like a bunch of Mario Party minigames. Each one is different. You use a wrench to interact with each screen. Visually, the screens are crisp and the controls work well. Once you actually figure out what you need to do, I wish they had instructions before each minigame for first-timers, or they spent longer at each scene. By the time I figured out what was happening on my first ride, the scenes ended, so this is something I much preferred on a re-ride. Then as a bonus, the screens are bridged with some great physical sets in between. Number 3. Mission Ferrari. This is a very problematic SFX coaster from Dynamic Attractions. Ride it whenever you see it operating, because it could go down at any moment. And that's a shame, because it's a very good ride. It is a long, story-driven experience combining moving physical sets and high-quality screens. The tracking is a bit jolty at points, but the experience is comfortable enough, and I like the tricks. Skip to the time show on screen if you don't want to know what happens inside. The initial launch is very punchy, then the 2 inversions are fun. The exterior invisible corkscrew is quick, but I absolutely love the backwards loop. It is very surprising, forceful, and disorienting. Then the big finale is the world's first sideways drop. The mechanics behind it are absolutely fascinating, but the element itself just had a minor hitch. It's more shocking than forceful. Number 2. Flying Aces. This Intamin hypercoaster is a powerhouse. It starts with a wild first drop loaded with ejector airtime. Then the pullout offers immense positive Gs. There are a few additional ejector airtime hills, but what this coaster really shines in is the lateral department. The trains are similar to the old ones in Skyrush, just with better profiled lap bars. This means you have low sides and minimal lateral bracing. So if you sit on an edge seat, you are violently thrown sideways on many directional changes. It feels out of control. This may be the world's best steel coaster for laterals. The final S-hill in particular is absolutely unhinged. Usually, I am leaning over the side of the train for several seconds here. And coming in at number 1 is Formula Rossa. This was the final Intamin accelerator coaster ever built, and is easily the best one. This ride starts with an epic hydraulic launch that accelerates you to 149 miles per hour or 240 kilometers per hour in less than 5 seconds. This is undoubtedly one of the best launches out there. The initial yank is strong, but halfway down the launch, there's a distinct second yank that takes it into high gear. The speed is surreal. Your face will involuntarily flap from the sheer velocity and wind. Then the ride goes into a complete layout, unlike so many of these accelerator coasters. While there is a trim before the first hill, you still charge through the elements blisteringly fast. The low turns are very drawn out, allowing you to feel the speed. The first is particularly forceful as well, as I would usually gray out there. Then all the S-hills and bunny hills offer nice sustained floater air time too. This ride feels like the cross of King Daka's launch and Millennium Force's layout, and I love it. If you want more in-depth thoughts about Formula Rossa or Flying Aces, I have full reviews published for each. Go check those out. Those are the 10 best rides at Ferrari World Abu Dhabi. What are your favorite rides at this park? Do you prefer Formula Rossa or Flying Aces? Let me know down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I would appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you consider subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.